Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back. This is my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jen. I'm a woman in long-term recovery, and I am also a certified recovery coach and advocate. I am also a trainer of Narcan, and I also am a rape crisis counselor. So if you look in the description box down below, you'll find links to my other videos and some things that I've been involved with. You will also find the link to my Amazon wish list, which I use to help people in my local community. You guys have been amazing with your donations, and I'm super, super grateful. And I've recently updated the list. So if you guys want to take a gander, please do. Also down below, you'll find the link for my merchandise and my Patreon. So with that being said, I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to talk to you guys about something that a lot of people don't know exists. So as everyone knows, every state has their own set of prisons and guidelines and what goes on in them and what you're allowed to do and what you're not. So Bedford Hills Correctional Facility, which is located in Bedford Hills in Westchester, New York, is the women's maximum security. So sorry, I was getting a phone call. So with that being said, when you're incarcerated for a long period of time, especially as females, you need to be able to get like your hair cut or whatever the case may be. In Bedford, if you have hair to your shoulder, you can wear it down, but anything that's longer has to be worn up for security purposes. I guess they don't want that to be, I guess they don't want people to hide stuff in their hair. And if people get into a fight, I don't think they want people to be able to use, their hair to hurt other people and stuff like that. So you can sign, so they have Cosmetology. And twice a month, it's like open for inmates to go and get their hair done and stuff. Now, the regular time, like every day during like program hours, because during programming hours is when you go to your programs. Cosmo is actually like a certification, a degree where you can go and you can get your cosmetology license while you're there. I don't particularly think anyone ever fully gets their cosmetology license, but it's a program that's available for the women to take. So if you want to go and you want to get your hair cut, you can get like a manicure, you can get your eyebrows waxed, you can get little things done. It's very hard to get into. They only do it twice a month. That's open to all, like the public, open to the inmates. So what you do is you go to the officer's desk and you ask for a Cosmo sheet and a disbursement. So they give you a Cosmo sheet. It's like a long sheet, and it tells you all the things that Cosmo offers, like haircut and how much it is, manicure, nail cutting, whatever's done. They do things like finger weaves and stuff like that also, because like they have to have so many hours done that they do it on top of people's heads for their certifications and stuff. So Jared's here, so if you hear noise in the background, that's what it is.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So I don't want people to think like you're like creeping around. I was like, be quiet, I have to record a video. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying. So, and then you get a disbursement. So what a disbursement is it's like a half a sheet of paper, and you put your name on it, your DIN number, your housing, like where you lock and everything. And then it's basically an inmate's way to access their money. It's like their checkbook, if you will. So you fill out the Cosmo sheet, you attach the disbursement to it, and you put all of that into the mailbox.
You gotta pay for your haircuts?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You don't have to in men's prison.
We actually have to get like haircuts. We don't just get buzz cuts.
Well, no, like in regular prison, they have guys that are barbers.
Yeah, we have girls that are barbers that are in Cosmo. Listen to the story, you'll understand.
All right, whatever.
So,
anyways, you don't have to pay for it.
Well, we do, but that's also because we get like braids done and finger waves and eyebrow waxing and manicures because we're women. I mean,
you're difficult.
It's all you have. Like we don't have any. It's not like we have anything. We're in prison, as you know.
I never paid nobody to shave my head.
Did shave your head? Like whatever. So anyway, so then it goes to Cosmo, and I guess whatever they do on their end, they must like take everybody's name and verify that they have money in their account, that they're able to pay for the services that they want. And then every Friday we get something called a Callout sheet. It's a big, big, long sheet, and there's like probably 15, 20 pages stapled to it. It's for the entire facility. Each program that has a Callout has their own section on the paper. So you have like Cosmo, religious services, yoga, reading, whatever. Like there's a whole knitting. There's like a whole bunch of different ones. So you go to the section that you know, like I was in a parenting class, so every Friday I had to go and make sure I was on the call out. Otherwise I couldn't go, because if you're not on the call out when you get there, the officers look at the call out sheet, and if you're not on the call out sheet,
You get sent back.
yeah, you get sent back. You have to make it on the go back line. So then you go to Cosmo and you sit down, you get your services done. Oh, so all right, so you look at the call out sheet, right? And then you say, oh, I'm on the call out for next Thursday at 2 p.m. So next Thursday at 2 p.m. when they call the movement, which is when you get permission to move inside the facility, you go and you get your services done. And then at like 2:50 is the go back line. So at 2:50, once your services are completed, you go back to your unit. If your services aren't completed, you wait, because other people might be in front of you, and you wait till like the next movement is called. So, you know, Bedford is super lucky to have that available, because other prisons don't have that. Taconic does not have a Cosmo. You cannot go and get your hair done and things like that. You have to find someone that's able to do it for you. A lot of times girls will, there's like prison magazines where you can buy stuff. So a lot of times girls will buy clippers that men use to like shave their face and stuff, and they come in all clear packaging. Like at home, when you have like a buzzer or a clipper, the packaging, like the handle, the casing is black. In prison, it's all clear. So they'll buy them and they'll cut their ends like that. Toenail clippers. I've had my hair cut a bazillion times with toenail clippers. You know, we don't have access to scissors like that. So you do what you have to do. There are women there that are there for life, and they need to have access to be able to cut their hair and do things like that. Because even though they're inmates, they're still human beings, which a lot of people seem to forget, and they are able to cut their hair and keep up with themselves like human beings. I just thought you guys would find it interesting to find out about cosmetology. Like I said, not every facility has it. I'm unaware of what they have in other states, but in Bedford, we're super lucky and we have that. Like I said, you can get like a manicure, and they're very, very, very specific about what colors you can have. No designs are allowed. Even when your hair braided, they have to be straight backs or just a regular French braid. You're not allowed to get any types of designs, no zigzags, no this, no that, none of that. And like I said, you have to keep your hair a certain length. You're allowed to keep your hair longer, but you're not allowed to wear it down. You have to have it up at all times, except when you're in your unit. Like if it's like rec time, you can have it down. But otherwise, you have to have it up at all times. It's part of your uniform. You can actually get a ticket for not having your hair up if it's past your shoulder. I used to get harassed about it all the time, and then I finally cut my hair shoulder length before I was about to go to shock. And it was the first time that I was able to walk in the facility without my hair being up. But one officer actually gave me a hard time because she said, it can't touch your shoulder. It has to be to your shoulder. And because my hair was touching my shoulder, she threatened if I didn't put it up, she was going to write me up.
It's just like one of the sergeants threatened to give me a ticket for my beard being too long.
Yeah. At men's facilities, I've heard this before, and Jared has reiterated it. If your beard is too long, they will, she loves you. Lena just ran over to lay by Jared's feet. If your beard is too long, they'll write you up too, because you're like unkept. You could actually, hygiene's like a big thing, obviously, because you have so many people in such a small facility. But like if you, they'll write you up for not showering, which sometimes is very much so needed. But
not cleaning yourself.
Yeah, not cleaning your, like if you, so a lot of, because there's so many people inside New York State prisons, we've got, oh, I have this one little piece of hair sticking up, cool. So we've gone to like dorm style. There'll be like cubicle walls, and inside each cubicle wall is bunk beds. You know, so there's top bunk and bottom bunk, obviously. And you have to, there'll be cube inspections where officers walk around. I'm not sure about for the men's facility, but for women's facilities, every week is a cube inspection, but every, like a once over type of deal to make sure nothing is hanging in the way so people can see into the bottom bunk and things like that. But once a month, there's a dorm inspection. And they get to it. Like when I was in shock, dorm inspections, ooh, buddy. You had to stand at attention and wait for people to come by, and they would inspect your gig line, which is where your buttons are all straight and lined up appropriately with the zipper of your pants. They would inspect your boots. They would inspect the inside of your locker. Craziness. But that's for another video. So I just thought you guys would be interested in the beauty comings and goings of Bedford Hills Correctional Facility. So I thank you all for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.